Hello baby gangsters, this is Calvin, also known as Romer, and today I'm going to be talking about one thing that I like about every single Genshin character that I own. Now I'm probably going to stick more to the design aspect of every Genshin character, because if we talked about all the personality aspects that I liked, or at least one personality aspect that I like, we'd probably be here for ever, because I'd have a full essay to talk about each character. But basically we're going to talk about something I like, and I want this to kind of be a really super nice and kind of like happy video, especially after the emotional damage that I received yesterday in Act 5 of Fontaine. So I thought this would be kind of fun to do this as well. So we're starting off with Vaan. Vaan is a character who obviously we love, but Vaan's hat to me is like so special. I know like that's such like an apparent thing on top of his head. It's so, the first thing you see is the hat. But it's not only that, it's just like the hat is just like so unique to Vaan. It's a very Vaan thing, it's Vaan's colors, it's just Vaan himself. Whenever you see Vaan, it's the first thing you see. Obviously, like, you know, it hides his eyes sometimes, it goes over his eyes. He doesn't even realize that he does have these beautiful eyes that, even though there was an attempt to dim them by a certain doctor, but there's still so much hope in those eyes as well. Faruzan. Faruzan is all of our grandmother. Of course, she is the grandmother of the game. But the pattern at the end of her dress, I actually really like it a lot. I don't know how like dresses like that. I think like, you know, you put like these like, I guess like almost like scaffolding structures in the dress, but like it stays like always puffed out, which I also think is really cool. But yeah, the diamond pattern at the end of the dress is really, really pretty. Yeah. Benny doesn't button his shirt all the way up because like he knows he's going to get into so much bad luck anyway, so what's the point of buttoning up his shirt? I love his puffy pants, I really do. It makes him look like he's like working like really, really, really hard, which he is, but like his outfit is so once again unique to him. It is like an adventurer's outfit. It feels like, you know, someone looked up adventure in a book and this is what they, you know, drew, and I really, really love that idea that he like wants to be such a big adventurer, and he is. He's one of the best adventurers of all time, Benny, and don't let anyone else say anything different. Layla's hair to me is like a dream. Like it's, if that makes sense, it's like flowing. It's like very wistful. It changes as it goes on. Like it's actually like really, really beautiful. It's really, really pretty. Kazuha's outfit, right, is so interesting to me because you can see like there's like wear and tear on him. You can also see like, you know, the bandages on his arm. You can see like how like it is like a battle armor, but at the same time it's very elegant and beautiful, which I think describes Kazuha very well. He's a character who is very elegant and beautiful, but also is very battle worn and could fight anyone in a moment's notice. And I think his outfit really reflects that, honestly. Fischl. Our love. Fischl, we love you. The purple outfit is incredible. The gothic style of her purple outfit is fantastic, and I think that it just works so well with the bright blonde, like golden hair. Like the contrast, like is always really striking, and just looks really cool in general. Like I think her dress, like the gothic energy and style of her dress, is so nice. It's an S-tier design. It really is. I think that Sayu's hoodie slash hat or helmet or whatever, helmet, hoodie thing is so cool. But also the color tone is what is really striking to me always about Sayu. It's a very beige kind of like muted color tone, which I think goes well with the idea of like, you know, blending into the wood around her and the forest around her, which is what she would definitely want. But I actually think that the beige tones like are like, you know, make her stand out more. It's like, you know, when you have a game full of like very, very kind of like brightly colored characters in some cases, having someone who does have more of like a forest look to her on this adorable character, by the way, absolutely adorable character, is a very nice light approach, and I think the light approach actually works really well for Sayu. Eula has this awesome battle armor that also feels like she's going to like a fancy function. Like our girl could charm anyone at that function as well, like that party, if only they understood her sense of humor. That's the only thing. I know she looks fantastic. Yeah, it's the kind of like mix of the fanciness with the kind of very cool battle armor style that she has on. It's really nice. I described Risley as like business casual battle armor, and it kind of makes me feel like this is like party function battle armor as well. It looks fantastic. Jean's summer outfit is like so sweet, but the nicest touch about this whole thing for me is the flowers. You can see like the different flowers that are like put on every aspect of it. Like they are so pretty. The only thing is you probably wouldn't notice them at first glance, because the first thing that you probably notice is how lovely Jean's smile is. Look at this. Look at Jean's smile. Absolutely lovely. Come on now. Perfect in every way. I love that it feels like his outfit has been like put together over years. You know, it's like gathering more and more trinkets, more and more items, more and more outfit details. Like his design tells a story. His mask obviously, like, you know, is part of that too. Like, you know, it's a beautiful, beautiful mask. But like my mother always said, like, you're not supposed to hide a pretty face. But Xiao could do whatever he wants, all the time. Calais, you wear whatever you want. We love you for who you are. You're perfect. You do whatever you want, okay? Whatever you want. Anything you want. Regardless of whatever she wants, though, I will say that, like, her green hair is so special to me. It's one of those things where, like, I feel like one of those mothers who's, like, you know, when the daughter comes to him and goes, like, I'm gonna dye my hair. And you're like, no, your hair is so, it's you, it's your personality. Please don't do it. You know, I feel like that type of mother, but you'd still support her at the end. You know, it's like, it's so nice to see the green hair. It's so Calais. It's so Calais. I think everyone knows that, like, I love Xingqiu. His outfits have always been incredible. But his boots to me, like, are the best aspect. You can't see them here, but like his boots are like so nice and so pristine, and it looks like he cleans them like 12 times a day, but like they really help him serve in every aspect of life. They really do. I love his boots. They're so nice. And on to Barbara. Barbara is a sweetheart. She isn't as tall as her big sister. But the summer outfit really like screams Barbara. It reminds me of like a pop idol outfit, I suppose, or like kind of like a themed pop music video outfit. But the duck is very Barbara. I think the duck is my favorite aspect about it, because again, it just screams who Barbara is a lot. And we love Barbara for it. Nahida, a character I thought was evil when I first met her, just because the way she would like tell everyone to hold hands before she killed them. Nahida, like, you know, I feel like what's really striking about Nahida is that even though the dominant color in her outfit is white, right? Like it's a lot of it's white, gray, white all over, right? But the green is so striking in the eyes that the green color is so associated with Nahida. They made the right choice, obviously, having green and white, not making her all green. She would look very silly. She looks almost ethereal with the green and white, but the green is such a pretty shade of green on Nahida, and it becomes her color. Like, her color is green now. Ketchin's hair is so nice. It's like so cool. You know, and I wonder if she is that type of person who, like, when you ask her during the day or on a night out and you're like, oh, like, how long did it take to do your hair? And she'll be like, I do my hair? I didn't do my hair today. And you're like, oh, God. And it makes you feel terrible about your own hair. And then, like, you go through life wondering, how did she get her hair to look that good? How did she make herself look that good that day? And you see it everywhere. You see it everywhere you go. You see Ketchin's hair. And then one day, you're wandering through town, 10 years after you asked her this question, and you see a billboard that says L'Oreal or Pantene, maybe Pantene, and you see Kaching's on it. She's a hair model now, and it's going to haunt you for the rest of your life. She doesn't even try. Her hair is amazing. Her hair is amazing. It's so nice. It's so nice. Rosaria. Like, I'm sorry, but this is such a sick design. It's always been such a sick design. She's so cool. The vampiric nature of her design, she looks like she could star in a movie about killing monsters. She's one of my favorite characters, honestly, altogether. One of my favorite characters in terms of design. She could get her own movie. She looks fantastic. Thoma! Listen, that shirt doesn't fit you, right? Okay? But we're not complaining. As long as we can see the outline of your... As long as we can see your heart in everyday life, Thoma. As long as we can see your heart. That's all that matters, Thoma. Okay? That's all that matters. But his jacket is obviously really cool. We talked about this before. His jacket is absolutely fantastic. It's such a cool, like the different badges on it. It looks like something you could wear in modern times. Like, and I love the way it cuts off at like the midpoint as well. So nice. Kaveh. Oh my god. This is like, you know, seeing the most beautiful man in the world. You know, it's Kaveh. The hair is like one of my favorite things. Yeah, he looks like Howl. Like, and I originally like was like, you know, drawn to him because he looked like Howl, but the hair is just so nice to me. Kaveh is a character who has just this like golden, gorgeous hair, but it's not just the goldenness of it. It's also like the style of it, and mixed with the black eyebrows. Like, I'm such a sucker for black eyebrows and golden hair. Look at that face. Look at this man. Jesus Christ, we have to move on before we stay here forever. Yeah, beautiful character. Xiangling. The orange and the yellow and the black, the color tones of this character are fantastic. I know some people like, probably like, it's because she's such an early character, I feel like she doesn't get as much like design praise because she is such an early character. But I actually do think that the blue hair is even striking on her as well compared to the other colors in her outfit. But I do like the colors of her outfit. And also like it's kind of cool that we're like, I guess she's wearing like gym shorts. She's not really, it's actually a full outfit, by the way. It just looks like that for a second. But yeah, it's a really, really nice color tone for that character as well. Hu Tao recently obtained. Let's talk about Hu Tao very, very clearly here. I've said it before and I'll say it again. The brown color is something that like I personally like didn't believe could look good like to an extent of the same as like all the other characters, or even like in real life. Like I always find that brown tones it takes a lot of effort to make them look really good for me in outfits. Hu Tao has made me a believer that the brown tone color can not only look good, but can look like one of the most incredible outfits in the entire game. Hu Tao just looks fantastic. She like legitimately is like just like a fantastic character design. Like it's really just like works. Every part of it works. Like every aspect, the hair, the outfit, everything, it just works. It's a character design that just works so freaking well. Lyney, the tights. Like, I'm sorry, it's just such an inspired choice for someone who like was creating this character design to be like, let's give him tights, right? Like this is just like, to me, it's like, it's not something that like, everyone would think of. And you might be like, it's just tights, Calvin. Like to think of it, like, right, to be like, let's put tights on this character as well. And like the color tone of them, the gray tone color of them, they work so well with the rest of the outfit. I think the tights are amazing. I think, tights on a boy character are always freaking cool. That's just my personal take, because I feel like, it's, and again, the way like they don't draw attention to it as well, which is also awesome. Like normalize that crap. Of course, it's awesome. It's so pretty, Lyney. Well, if it isn't this guy, Wander. Oh my God, what can we do with this character? His face makes me smile. Like every time I see him in a cutscene, underwater, we saw him last week. He just looks so nice. Yeah, and like of course, like it's a character design we see all the time, so it's hard to like be all the time just be like appreciate it. But the smile is just still gets me every single time. Yeah, the face and the smile. Yeah, that's definitely it. Mika, Mika's cowboy boots are a triumph of a design choice here in Genshin. Again, it's one of those things that people might be just like, it's cowboy boots, but it's cowboy boots that are like too big for him. And it makes me feel like just like so like, I don't know, how do I say it? Like so like you want to like go over and be like, oh Mika, I love your boots so much, I love them. I love the cowboy boots. I think it's such a good look from Mika. It really feels like, he put on like, this out, like the outfit doesn't fully match, if that makes sense. But like, I think that's what's so cool about it. But like, it's like an adventure wearing, like, it works for me. It works for me. I like the cowboy boots a lot. Razor. Okay, the face of Razor is a perfect design choice. Oh, dual sense wireless controller battery level is low. They just saw Razor and they didn't know what to do. In the face, right, it has the bags under his eyes, the scar on his face as well. Like even like the color tone of kind of like, like the kind of paler skin as well. A lot of this, like to me, like is perfect for Razor's character, and that's why I like the design so much through the character. A lot of the designs do have like, we could talk about like how every single character, and I mean it, every single character has something that goes with their personality, every single one of them. But to me, like the red eyes, the bags on the eyes, the scar on the face, it all sells the idea that this dude is living in the wild with wolves. You know what I mean? And that's just so freaking cool to me. It's so cool to me. Xiao, and her basket on her back. I think, because we saw her for the first time in an event and she was going on an adventure, I think the basket like really like looks like it is like someone going on an adventure. And that's really cool to me. Sara. Sara's one of the first characters we got. Sara has such a masterful, like very tough presence to her. I love the like black under outfit, I think it is. I don't know what you call it. You guys probably know that better than I do. Because it's probably a very traditional thing as well. But the blackness of that like really like makes the white strike out as well with the rest of the outfit. But I really feel like, her character design is just like really like goes with her tough nature as well. A sexy man. Fremine, freckles. Again, here's the thing. Well, by the way, Fremine, it's so interesting because it's one of my top 5 favorite designs. Like a few other designs we saw are like Fischl, Rosaria and Hu Tao and stuff like that. But one of the craziest things about this is like, with Fremine is that his freckles are the thing that like to me are adorable. They're absolutely adorable. I adore this design and can choose a million things. But it's just I love how the freckles are so apparent. They just make him look so soft. And like, I know he's comfortable in his awesome helmet. I really do. So like, if he wants to cover up those freckles, that's fine. But I just think that they're like such a sweet design aspect. Noelle. Noelle is like, I guess it's insane to me sometimes, her design choice, because even though she's like a maid, it looks like she's like wearing battle armor again and she's ready to fight for Mond. But yeah, I guess like, you know how like it's kind of like a maid's battle armor, but I think like if you picked one thing about the outfit, the roses on the hair and the wrist are really, really cool. Well, if it isn't our original JRPG protagonist, oh my god. I love his hair. I love his hair. There's so much to love about Gamin. Again, it's one of my like top 10 favorite designs. To me, it's perfect. But like Gamin is like his hair is just gorgeous. It's really nice. Like I love the red color mixed with the brown. It works so well. Like seeing his hair makes me want to like high five my worst enemy. Like it really does. Like it makes me feel that good. It really, really does. Lisa. Lisa is a character who has a witch's design, which you guys know I love. A fan of witch designs. I really do. It looks like she's a witch. But the thing I really like about her, surprisingly enough, even though she has an amazing witch outfit, is the brown hair. I think the color tone of the brown is really, really beautiful. Yeah, I can't explain it. I just think the color is so nice. Xingqiu is another character who is just a beautiful, beautiful design. She's a rock star. We adore every aspect of her. The fact that she has a guitar should be enough. But she's just a beautiful character that's a joy to be around. Like, she really is. And I think I just love that about her. I love her in that sense. So Amber. Amber's a character who I appreciate forever. I adore Amber. She is one of the greatest characters in Genshin. And those boots are probably the first thing you probably notice about Amber. Because, like, again, it's just such like, it's like these white boots that go all the way up to the thighs. It's a really like cool, fashionable like boot, in my opinion, and I really like the boots. I really like the boots, and also she's amazing, and she'll always be someone who I adore. And I swear to God, if anyone ever hurts her, Chi-Chi, the black nail polish, like it's something that like when I was looking at all the characters last night, when I was kind of like, okay, what? Like I was kind of like looking at all of them, like thinking like, hey, like what? Like just kind of like what do I like about some of these characters? But like the black nail polish for me, to me implies that someone either does the nails for her or she does them herself. Either way, it's like the most adorable thing in the world. If Beidou does it for her, that's adorable. If she does it herself, and finds time to do that, that's actually really cute as well. But yeah, the black nail polish is such a nice touch to a character who is so little, and it just looks really sweet. Clorinde. Clorinde is a Bloodborne style character who apparently is actually based on a Bloodborne character. Clorinde is also a character who like is very much about the idea of carrying out duty, but also has like that emotional side to her that she does want to like make amends, or not make amends, but make friends with people that like she fell out with before. But the hat, I want to say the hat to me, like I think is so cool. Like that's what it drew me to her first. It's such a striking detail. It's just a detail that's so apparent about Clorinde. It droops down on her face, which to me like also like adds to the personality aspect too, where it's like, you know, like it's she's all business sometimes. She's not trying to like show her full emotions, especially in a battle. Kachina. I'm a big fan of like dirt marks or like bandages on characters, especially like cartoon characters. So like the bandage on the leg shows that this girl has fallen and she will fall again and she's gonna get back up. Sexy Man Part 2. Mona. Mona again, another witch character, but like I would say like, you know, there's a lot to like love about Mona's character. She is like a really, really like, you know, lovely character design, really. Her hat is amazing. Her hat is amazing, and honestly, like her witch's presence because of that hat, like it really does, like when you first see her, like, oh, she's a witch, and it really does feel that way. But then, like, you get to know her, and her character is even more appealing, because she, you know, is kind of like a very like sweetheart of a person. She's like someone who like gets very caught up in stuff like competing with Fischl, and that makes the witch's hat even more special to me because it's like this is like a serious witch's hat on a character who isn't serious all the time. I think that's really cool. Mualani. Mualani is a character we don't know very well, and like Kachina, we don't know very well too. But like I will say, like I think that her soul shines really brightly through those eyes. They're really pretty eyes, and I think people will probably agree with me. Kinich. Overalls. anyone knows me, they know I love overalls in a character. There's been so many characters who have overalls over the years that like I really, really like. I'll probably put some on the screen if I can. It's just such a good look. It's especially if it's done right. We got a worker bee over here, guys. We got a worker bee. Yeah, I love the blue tone of the overalls too, and I love that he just like looks like he got off work just now. The eye makeup of Yun Jin. Yun Jin is another, you know, superbly designed character, but I think the eye makeup is something I notice. It's the first thing I notice whenever I see her, and it's the last thing I notice whenever she puts on like incredible performance or when she leaves. Yeah, it's so noticeable and so beautiful. Gorou. Gorou, I've been legally advised by Gorou's legal team to not in public talk about his beautiful fluffy ears. He told me that I should not say anything in front of Yaimiko about how cute his ears are, and never mention how fluffy and adorable they are. Thank you, legal representative of Romer, also known as Calvin. Ningguang. The pale face and the pale hair is absolutely lovely, but obviously, like, you know, it goes well with the two dresses you have. If elegance was a person, this is Ningguang, really. If elegance was a personification of a person, it's Ningguang, really. Lynette doesn't like to stand out whatsoever, as you can tell, like with a lot of the story that we've gone through in Lynette, but Lynette's, the blue kind of like space color of the dress at the bottom is so cool to me. And like the blue all around the entire dress is really awesome too. There's Xiao. Honestly, you know, it's just like straight up, let's just say what my favorite aspect is. I love any character who's willing and brave enough to cut out the side of their shirt. And, you know, it looks awesome. It looks freaking awesome. Xiao, you look awesome. I hope that, like, you know, you get some aspect in the story later on again. I can't wait to level you up also. Kuki. Kuki's mask is probably my favorite aspect of Kuki's design. We got to know Kuki a little bit, but she needs to look tough, and she does look tough, and I think that's why, like, you know, she's able to command such a rabble of crazy people like Ito. But yeah, the mask, like, really is, like, sick. Like, if you didn't know her, who she was as a person, you saw her first, you're thinking that this girl is coming to kill you. That's the first thing you're thinking of. Dory. Dory, I really like your glasses. They're glasses that I would actually wear in real life. Like, I love the triangular color and the pink tones of the glasses. Yeah, I like them a lot. Sethos. Sethos' eyes tell a frickin' story, man. Like, I don't know what it is. I haven't even seen Sethos in the story, but like the smile is there, right? But then the eyes, like, they kind of betray the smile a little bit. They're like a lot more like I don't know what the word is for it. Like they're like peering through your soul in a way. Does that make sense? In a way. Daon is a cat. 10 out of 10. Sucrose. Yeah, like I really feel like with Sucrose, she has a very traditional kind of Mondstadt design. I say the hat is my favorite aspect of it. Like when I say traditional Mondstadt design, it's like you know that she's from Mondstadt from looking at the design. But yeah, like the hat is my favorite aspect of the design for sure. Beidou. Sick pirate design. The eye patch. Like clearly, like I feel like I have to go back and do her hangout at some point, and I feel like I always feel terrible whenever I look at her hangout in the list because I'm just like we should have done it. But it's too late now. But it's not too late. We will do it. But, you know, it's too late to go back and do it now at that time. Yeah, she's sick, and the eye patch just makes her look even more cool. Kirara. I saw this character design and instantly was like, I need to have this character. I really do. Yeah, the jacket that she wears is really freaking awesome, right? It's really awesome. But I love the two tails. The two tails, it like really puts everything together. We love a cat character, a cat style character. Look at her little bow as well. She's like, oh, meow. Really, really neat as well with Kirara. Now, this is a girl that was the first ever character that I told people in the game that I wanted to get. And we finally did get her. Look at this motion though, by the way. Dun, 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 dun. Watch this. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, I think that with this character, like, it's once again a combination of the eye patch and the hat, right? It really feels like she is like an old-timey, like, Christmas, like, nutcracker style, like, warrior. I'm not trying to disrespect, like, because I know that she actually is, like, a part of an actual, like soldier's corps. Like, she is. Like, she's very tough, but we haven't obviously met. We're going to probably meet her in an event. I think that's where we're going to meet her. I wish she had a hangout. I really do. But this is one of my original favorite designs in the game. I would die and live and die by this design. I could talk about so many aspects of it, which, like, you know, breaking the rules, I could say, like, you know, the boots are amazing too, the outfit is amazing too. I freaking love it. I love it a lot. It's awesome. It's really awesome. And Yanfei. You can't see them here. Yanfei has a great outfit too, but Yanfei has these boots that look really cozy, they're like really fluffy and stuff. And that's like honestly like one of my favorite things about Yanfei too. And that right there is every character, one thing I like about every single character. Now, here's the thing. Let's go back for a second and talk about two characters here, because I feel like, you know, like, yes, they are sexy men. I was being serious. But I also want to say that, like, first of all, Diluc's hair is so beautiful and vibrant and bright. It's like fire. But the reason like it's probably good to put them together is because the opposite is true for Kaya, where his hair kind of feels like ice, right? It kind of feels like fire and ice. The jacket is incredible. The jacket is so incredible. I love that Genshin is not afraid to, like, you know, put the more flamboyant aspects on their tough characters. He's tough as heck, but yes, he has like a nice little fluffy end of his jacket. It's really cool. In terms of Kaya, like, we all love his tight pants, but again, the eye patch again is such a striking personality aspect of him as well. I think that the Genshin's very good at, like I said, and the word I use for a lot of characters is so true, is that, like, there's either like a, you know, you have an elegance of Ningguang. You have like a very like vibrant aspect of like some of the colored hair, like say Diluc or Kale, right? You have someone who serves like Xingqiu. You have someone who, like, you know, is very like does contrast incredibly well, like Fischl. You have, you know, striking characters like Kaya, or like even like, you know, characters that have like a really like beautiful eyes, like Mulan. Like, there's so many great things about like the characters in this game, and there's so many things I could say, but I really feel like this was just kind of like me trying to like show off, like, I guess exactly why I I guess be more positive about every single character. And like, even though I try to be positive, and like not try to be positive, but it's kind of like, you know, we don't like to nitpick here on this channel. For me personally, we criticize, but we don't nitpick. And I thought it'd be really fun just to like appreciate like how amazing some of these characters, like when you see them all in a row, and like when you talk about them, you really realize like how different and varied and beautiful and personality driven a lot of these characters are. It's really just like a fantastic game when it comes to like the idea of like costume design and things like this. Yeah, like I talked about like my favorite designs. I could be here forever talking about my favorite design. I think when we catch up and we get past Natlan, that's when I'll do like a top 10 favorite character designs, and we'll feel how we feel about that as well. But this is also my list of characters as well. And I want to say that, like, as well, on top of this, you probably will notice that this list of characters is pretty great. Like, and it's all thanks to a lot of people like donating characters, basically. But like, I feel like I've like, you know, from the start, I already had like end game type characters like Nahida and stuff like this. You know, Eula, who helped us in Act 5 yesterday so much. You know, Jean, who's always been fantastic. Xiao, who's always been fantastic. I want to use Xiao. Xiao's going to be used like for the next episode, by the way, because we haven't used him in a while. Yeah, no, just really fantastic group of characters. I'm very lucky to have this group of characters. And with that, guys, I want to say thank you so much to the Never Can Repay the Baby Gangster. And thank you so much for watching this video. I know this video is very different from what I usually do, but I hope you guys appreciate it nevertheless. Thank you to Tyfire2, Jamie Bowl, Janet the Nana, The Ghost of Inazuma, Felicious Felix, Yuld, Radish and Nusta, Malcolm Houdet, Death Trap, Lynx Markey, Assassin, Alpaca Juice, Ali, Xander Whatever, and Yopsy. I'll see you all very soon. Bye-bye. Alright, it's time to list one thing I hate about every single character. First off, Vaan. I hate that he's so cute when he's floating around the place. Faruzan. I hate that her hair is absolutely beautiful. Bennett. I hate that he is so adorable. Layla. I hate that she sleeps on this really cool ice bubble and it's really cute. Kazuha. I hate that his hair is gorgeous. Fischl. I hate that she's perfect. Sayu. Oh, we're not doing this? What do you mean I'm just saying stuff I like again? I'm saying stuff I hate. Look, Sayu, I hate that she has really nice bangs. That's not, no. Okay. Okay, I guess I'll cancel the show. That's fine. Guess people don't like one thing I hate about every character.